Morning Britain breaking news this morning. A nurse has been arrested for allegedly poisoning a child in her care. The infant, who's not been named, died at Birmingham Children's Hospital on Thursday.
Susanna, a disturbing and upsetting case that is now the centre of a major investigation here at the leading children's hospital.
The comeback champions Manchester City win the Premier League after a sensational 3 goals scored in 5 minutes that sealed the title for them. But after Aston Villa's goalkeeper was hit on the head at the end of a football season that's been marred by violence, is banning unruly fans enough? Or should clubs lose points if their supporters behave badly? We'll be asking Liverpool legend Michael Owen what he thinks just after 8 o'clock.
Plus, was Wimbledon right to serve up a ban for Russian tennis players? Former Ukrainian #1 Sergei Stakhovsky says those who are against it are on the side of invaders and murderers. Should politics stay out of sport? That's our debate after 7.
And find out why comedian Jenny Eclair celebrated her 60th by declaring it her decade of decrepitude, and why her naked artists are putting their clothes back on, but the models are taking theirs off.
After the warmth this weekend, a cooler outlook this week and fairly unsettled. Today's one of sunshine and showers. We'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Monday, 23rd of May, 2022. Live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning Britain with Susanna Reid and Richard Madeley.
Yeah, good morning. Just gone 6 o'clock. Welcome to the programme. I have something of great value here in my hands.
Yes.
These have sold out in hours in Northern Ireland, where they've gone on sale exclusively. They've sold out online. These are rarer than gold bars. This is the new chocolate bar.
You've got the golden ticket.
I've got the golden ticket, absolutely. I'm going to eat the golden ticket in a second, and so are you, if you don't mind. These basically are the most disgusting chocolate bars you will ever buy, but people do say that they are delicious, because inside the chocolate, cheese and onion crisps.
Oh,
so it's cheese. Have you not heard of these, Ranvir? These are cheese and onion crisps inside a bar of chocolate.
Right.
And it's divided opinion in Northern Ireland, where they've, as I say, it's the only place so far they've got on sale. They're coming here quite soon. Some people say it's revolting.
How hard is it to get into?
Yeah, absolutely. Hang on. Right. So, on the outside, this looks like a normal piece of chocolate.
Yeah.
Here we go. I know it's far too early in the morning for chocolate, but...
Yeah. It's cheese and onion crisp chocolate.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're sorry, why?
But it works.
Yes.
It works.
You know...
You get the sweet taste to begin with.
And then the onion comes through.
And then the onion comes through.
I mean, who wouldn't want that?
Go on.
No, I'd really rather not. Thank you very much indeed. It's very kind of you to ask and offer.
I've got to say, what's it called? They're called potato, cheese and onion chocolate.
I would like to say that other chocolate bars with cheese and onion crisps are also available, but I very much doubt that they are, so I can't cover us in that way.
I can't tell you how good that is.
OK, well, I'm really glad for you. I'll tell you later how your breath smells after that cheese and onion chocolate.
OK. We've been talking about a windfall tax on this show for weeks now.
4 weeks.
Looks like it's going to happen, doesn't it?
So many of the newspapers this morning reporting on this terrible warning yesterday by the chief executive of E.ON, Michael Lewis. 1 in 5 households are already in fuel poverty, and that number could double in October. That's when the price cap rises again.
I heard him on the radio talking. He didn't pull his punches.
No.
You know, this is the head of a big energy company in this country, and he was saying the government, and this wasn't a political point, it was purely the money. He was saying that the government simply has to do something, not next week, not next month, but now.
Right now.
Immediately.
Yep. Yeah. The trouble is that, of course, the Sue Gray report comes out this week, and lots of people are very concerned that there is still so much attention within government, within Number 10, on battling the outcome of the Sue Gray report, that their attention isn't fully focused on the cost of living crisis.
Well, we'll talk about the Sue Gray thing in a few minutes when the guys get here, the journalists get here, because, you know, it's getting nasty. Prior to the report coming out, probably tomorrow, they think it could come out on Tuesday, there are backbench MPs who are already firing salvos at Sue Gray. There's a lot of abuse of her, actually, on the front page of the Mail today, isn't there?
PM allies accuse her of playing politics, reacting to fury with allegations that the PM had tried to nobble her official inquiry, because we now know that they met up.
Last week.
We're not entirely sure who called the meeting, because nobody's being entirely...
Well, they're both pointing the finger at each other.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
You called it. No, you called it.
I don't know how this accidental meeting accidentally happened unless someone actually called it.
But it's getting rough. They're basically, the Conservatives are getting the retaliation in first, aren't they? That's what's happening.
The concern is, of course, that there are photos, and once there are photos, then it becomes even more sensitive.
But I read yesterday that Boris Johnson wants the photos to be published because he says it doesn't show a kind of, Ibiza-style, knees up on a summer night. It actually is quite conservative with a small c.
Well,
anyway,
we'll talk about that throughout the programme. How is the aftertaste of the cheese and onion?
It's good.
Is it?
It's just good. I mean, I had a little speech prepared about how awful it was. Well, I'm not going to lie. It's tasty.
You've done the taste
Whoever did this, you're a genius.
OK.
Brilliant.
We will be talking about all of those stories a little bit later, of course, with Andrew and Kevin. But first, our main news this morning. West Midlands Police investigating the unexpected death of a child at Birmingham's Children's Hospital. A nurse who works at the paediatric intensive care unit was arrested for allegedly administering poison with intent to endanger life.
Well, the 27-year-old has now been released while the investigations continue. And as you saw earlier, Jonathan Swain is outside the hospital. Jonathan, got to be careful how much we say here, but what more do we know?
Yeah, very upsetting case, isn't it? Hospitals, of course, normally it's all about saving lives, but this morning we're reporting on something that is more disturbing. We understand that the child, whose age has not yet been revealed, was, as you say, in the paediatric intensive care unit. Sadly, the child died on Thursday, and then hours later, on Thursday evening, the police went to an address here in the Midlands and then arrested a 27-year-old nurse who works here at the hospital. Now, on